And hello, and welcome! We've got another good stream going on today. We're going to work a little bit more on the Majora Mask game. I didn't get as much done on it today as I wanted, but, you know, we still got some good stuff going on. So, hopefully we can get a lot done before the engine crashes on us. So, with that said, let's get right to it. How about that, huh? Alright. So, as I said earlier, I was going to work on the HUD, and I did. It now has the now has the clock system. The graphics have all been, alpha'd, so it's no longer black. Now here's where the problem shows up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then down to 6. So, that's something that we need to fix. But other than that, it's actually working pretty well. I also want to try and get the cinematics in today, where it goes, dawn of the second day, and you hear that great sound effect of, this. Actually found somebody online who had that sound effect available for download. I tried to find it by ripping all the sounds out. Pardon me. But while I was able to get a ton of sounds out, I was not able to find that specific sound effect. With any luck, I'll eventually find it, but until then I'm going to use this. And I might just end up using this. But, I did find this, which is, going to be useful for when we do the, dawn of day. And then there's this one, which is used for the nighttime. So we have that available to us. So we're actually going to start getting sound effects into here and all sorts of stuff like that. But I want to finish up this this HUD. Now, changes I've made since you've last seen it is I actually made a brand new main clock section of the HUD. This is just the timepiece. That way it's a little bit easier and I don't have to worry about it in this huge space. I just have this little space, and if I need to move it, I can. And it's all self-contained in that. So actually, let's just undo. And then in there, I actually have a smaller one that I can use for the sun and the moon. And you'll notice something about the sun and the moon. When we come back out here, you'll notice that they stay upright. That's because that's how they work in the game. They actually don't rotate, even though their position rotates. So, what I had to end up doing for that was over here in the graph. I had the items moving. So here's where the panels move. There's the sun, the hour, but here is the sun panel, and it's moving. And then we rotate HUD day by the negative amount of what we're rotating that at. And the same's true with moon panel. Moon panel, 90 degrees offset from the basics, and that's negative 90. So, even though I have them positioned right in the middle, I actually have to have them offset to negative 90 and 90 for when we start. So, and then they'll be set, by the current hour after that. But the icon for the sun and the moon is being rotated by the negative number that they're being rotated at in position. So their position will move, but they will stay locked vertically. And now I am trying to get the numbers going. Because here's the thing, our base number is 0 to 0 to 24. Well, we have to half that to get, half a day. And we take this number, we take the base number, we add... Oh, no. Okay, I need to reorganize that a little. Okay, so... Okay, so if I do it just like this, without the +6, it'll go from 0, or... Yeah, 0 to... it should work. Except it will have 0. It's 12, and then resets. And now it'll hit 12 and reset. Well, actually, it'll go to 0. Actually, I think it just hit 11. But at any rate, we need the current hour, which should be set to 0. Well, 1. I don't know why it's going to 0. That's not right. And did it go to 0 or did it... Okay, it starts out at 0. I almost feel like it's an hour behind. And I completely missed, looking at the thing I wanted to look at. Was, on the second day, does it get to 12 or does it just stop at 11? 10, 11... Okay, it doesn't actually show 12. So, what we need to do is do an if lower than. If less than. Less than. If less than 1. Gosh darn it, this is going to be tricky. So let's actually do a different function altogether. So what we'll do here is a get display time function. And we'll do an input of current hour by float. And an output of the integer display hour. So, in an ideal world, the current hour will get converted over to a perfect, display hour. And we'll do all the math therein too. But, out here, we can actually just, delete all this. Well, all that. Do a get display time. Hook that up, and we can actually move this all the way out here. Move these closer, and do a display hour to text. And hook that up to both, and hook that up, and now that kind of cleans this up a bit. So now we don't have to do all that crazy stuff, out here, and worrying, oh, is it this or is it that? No, we have the current hour, and then we, go to display hour. Now display hour is where we're going to worry about stuff like, is it the right hour? Is it 12 or is it 0? So first things first, we'll floor it so we get an integer, because we only need to work in integers for this. So, branch. Turn that off. If equals 0, and we'll turn that off for now. And I'll just kind of tuck it over there until we get it to a point where we need to actually, return it. So, if that's true, okay, let's pull this out a bit. Set our local variable of d hour Variable integer. Default of 1. Actually, let's make that 12. So the first thing that happens is we get the current hour, we convert it to an integer, and then we output it. And we save it. So now we need to determine if D hour is 0. Come on, there we go. So if D hour equals 0, if that's true, then we set D hour to 12. And if it's false, we don't do anything with D hour. Okay, so next up is another branch. And here we need to see if get D hour is greater than 12. So if it's greater than 12, we'll subtract 12. So minus 12. Set. Okay, so this should work in both instances. Alright, so now I think we're ready to start doing a return. Alright, and compile, and save. Alright, so with any luck, this should work. Let's see. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is so far accurate. We have 12 instead of 0, which is good. And there we go. It shifted days. Perfect. Now we just have to do one thing before all of this. Let's see. Actually, no. Let's do this in between these two areas. And first we want to check if it's 0. If it's 0, then we set it to 12. Actually. Huh. So we always want 0 to be 6. So... or rather, well, we want to start at 6. So, yeah, 0 would be 6. Even though, in reality, it would actually be 12. So, let's see. Now that we have all this done, subtract 6? Yeah, let's try that. Alright, so we'll get D hour and minus 6. Because really, it could go either way with this. Now, I'm guessing we should probably also do this at the very beginning instead of where we're at. Yeah, it says it's a -6, so... Okay, so... Let's take that out. Reconnect this. We need to add the 6 at the beginning. So we'll skip this, actually set this to 6, because, you know, that's where we're going to want it to be. So if it's 0, set it to 6. Else, add 6. So we're actually going to use an else here. Else, get D hour, plus 6. Now, I'm sure somebody's probably going, well, why don't you just add 6? You don't have to do the set 6 if it's 0. Well, theoretically that might be true, but you know, there's also a variety of other possibilities that could happen. And frankly, I'd feel better just setting it to 6 rather than, you know, trying to set it to something weird. Alright, so let's see if this worked. Hopefully it won't set things to 18. No, it reset to 1, so we know that's right. Now will it do it the second time? Nope. That's weird. Okay. So, huh. It should be working because, you know, either way, it goes in here saying, okay, what's our current D hour? Oh, is it greater than 12? If yes, we need to set it to D hour minus 12. Well, if it's false, we shouldn't even touch D hour. Huh. Oh, that's greater? Yeah. So if it's greater, then we subtract 12. Maybe we should just subtract 1 or 11. I doubt that will help. Alright, it started at the right time. No, we definitely need 12 in there. Alright. 12. And except, why is it now detecting that going up that high? Alright. And this is why we have this as its own separate function. Okay, so current hour can be 0. If it's equal to 0, we'll set it to 12. Let's just wipe all that out. Nope. Not all of it. Just most of it. Okay, so if it's greater than that, D hour equals 12. And that will be the end of that. Okay, so if it's not great, equal to 0, that means it's a number between 1 and probably 24. So, branch. Well, actually, no. First things first. we increase the 20. We increase it by 6 hours. Because we need it to start at 6. So now we set, set. So now, if D branch is greater than 12, okay, so, well, should we do greater or less than? I mean, greater means, if it's greater than 12, we go up here for true and down here for false, which means this is the way we go for our regular stuff, this is the way we go for our end cap. Okay, so if it's greater than 12, if that's true, then we set D hour equal to D hour minus 12. And I believe that's the end of that. And if it's not less than that, then we just return D hour. Okay, so this should probably work better. 12, 7. Okay. So I'm going to set 0 back to 6. And it reset to 1. That's good. Okay, so D hour is not being checked properly. So it comes in and it is not. Let's actually do a debug here. I'm going to have that on the other screen. Okay, it's currently saying it's larger than 12. Okay, so what we actually need to do is do another, okay, because current hour is 0 through 24. Except I have D hour set to all this, so... So if D hour comes in, let's say it's, let's say it's 20, let's say it's 20. It comes in, is it 0? No, so it goes down here. And it sets D hour to 20 minus 6. So that means it's, 14. So if, D hour, so is D hour greater than 24? Yes. Yeah, it's 14, so it's greater than 12, so yes. Well, it should minus 12 from that. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. It comes in at 14, adds 6. Or it comes in at 20, adds 6, so it's 26. So is that greater? Yes. Minus 12. Well, that's still, that. So we need to do another branch. Let's actually do this. If it's greater than 24, subtract 24. Else If it's greater than 12, alright, so if it's not greater than 12, then we can just return D hour. If it is greater than 12, then we subtract 12. Okay, this might do it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I'm going to watch the debug on the other screen. Okay. It is currently not... Oh. It's stuck at 0, isn't it? Okay, so it got stuck there. It's oh, okay then. I see what happened. I forgot to attach the D hour to the output node on one of the branches. So, okay, got the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D2! Booyah! We got the clock to work. So, we now have an accurate representation of the current hour on our little clock. Dawn of the third day. Okay, so for people who need to look, this is our final calculation for this. The current hour, basically, 0 to 24, comes in, gets converted to an int, checks to see if it's 0. If it's 0, it sets it to 6 and says that's done. If it's not 0, then it comes down here, adds 6 to it, because we want that 6-hour offset. So then it checks to see if it's greater than 24. If it is, then we subtract 24 from the total hour and display that. That should, be just fine. Then, if it's not greater than 24, we check to make sure it's not greater than 12. If it is greater than 12, we subtract 12. That gets us our AM/PM clock, and that displays. And if it's less than 12, we just displayed the hour. And that's it. That's our clock display system. And this is our update clock. This is what actually updates the graph itself, or the HUD. That's basically just a bunch of set render angles with math. We take current hour, multiply it by 360, which is a single rotation, divide by 24 hours in a day, which is the maximum number that current hour can be. And then for the sun panel and the moon panel, we we subtract 90 and add 90 so that they're offset properly. So sun needs to be negative 90 in order to, well, actually from your perspective, needs to be negative 90 to be over here, and the moon has to be positive 90 to be on this side. And then we subtract that number from 0 in order to offset the icons so they're always upright. And then finally we set the display time, which is the function we just did, which we then take and set into text for the 2 hours. For the one for the sun, the one for the moon. And that is our complete HUD. So that's our clock HUD. So if I were to actually come back into the game and actually set this to the proper numbers, right now we're doing 12. We need to set this to like 1. Well, actually, we also need to set this to 30. And we'll set that to 30. And we'll save that. And now, as you can see, this is about game speed, actual game speed. We won't see the moon come crashing into us unless we do a fast forward event. But this is the actual speed that we would get with the real Majora's Mask game. At least first pass. We haven't sped anything up, so. And apparently I completely forgot to put in collision for this thing. So I'll have to do that. See? Yeah, we had to waste 30 seconds to get it to change to 1 hour. So, I feel confident with this. I'm going to set the numbers back so we can actually get the sky to shift colors and actually see it at a decent rate. So, set that back to 10 and set this down to 10. Or is that set to 5? Oh no, it was set to 12. Set that to 10. That means in 10 seconds we experience half a day. And we can see that happening. Alright, so now we need to actually get it so that the Sky Dome will shift colors with the sunlight. So, that's our next step. And let me just save everything. There we go. So, let's see. Sets. No, environment. Sky Dome. And the Sky Dome material. Well, Sky Dome blueprint, rather. Okay. So, is night, moon distance. I don't think we need that, actually. Oh, no, wait. That's right. We use that, right now for testing. I can select that and go, is night? Oh, dark. Okay. So, now it's time to actually get that to work right. Actually, I'll rename is night to set time override. Compile that. Okay. So now we can actually override time. Haha. Alright. And as you can see here, I have this little get game mode. This is actually a blueprint function I put together. It's, basically it grabs the first game mode of class Majora Mask. Checks if it's valid, and then returns if it's valid or not. And if it is valid, it actually gives me the what's it? So, there's that. So we need to actually build up this Sky Dome. Let's do a new variable of current time. Or test time, rather. Time. Override. Time. I'll make that a float. And we'll just max it. It'll go from 0 to 24. Actually, 6 to, let's see, 24 plus 6, so 30. Actually, we'll make that 29. Nah, let's make it 30. So this will let us go from 6 a.m. to the next 6 a.m., which is, 24 plus 6. And I'll put this up here with the override. Okay. So, we have the update moon function, we have the update EPMs, which is, necessary. But you'll notice that this only updates, from the sun position. So we can actually make a update sky. So this will be our super function for changing everything in the sky. We're going to rotate the lights to start with. So, and, eventually color them and all that. So, let's get this. Set rotation. Okay, so actually, let's do a branch. Alright, so we're going to branch in here. See if time override is set. If it is, you know... Actually, let's do a local variable of time. C time. Look out! It's C time! So, if it's true, C time will equal override time. Get off that. And if it's false, C time will actually equal get current hour. All right. And either way, we now have to start building, you know, our sets. So we need to do kind of a lerp now, based on C time. Oh wait, we can do a lerp rotation? Lerp rotator. Yes, please. Okay, so let's figure out exactly where we're going to be putting our sunlight. And just temporarily, let's actually come in here, reset to default. Be nice if that updated a little bit more often. Actually, let's do that. Let's update the EMC at the end of our function. Now let's check the construction script. It updates, and then it updates the moon. Oh, this is all stuff that we're going to have to do. Pull that out for right now. And we'll do some lerps over here for that as well. But first things first, we need to figure out where this is going. So, let's actually add a new directional light. And we'll turn the one in the blueprint off. Alright, so now we only have this one sky light. And we'll use this for figuring out, you know, all sorts of things, like, you know, where do we want the sun to point? Negative 46 on the pitch? Well, let's just, you know, reset this to 0 for a moment. Okay, so it looks like we need to set that to 90. Then we set this to something like, I don't know, 50 look good? 50 looks good to me. Okay, so then if we just adjust our pitch, well, our global pitch. Okay. So, we need our 6 a.m. lighting. So, sun rises in the west. So there we are. That's, you know, pretty much Yeah. Okay, we're going to say that this is our 6 a.m. lighting. It's going to come in kind of low. Actually, let's lower this to about 5%. 5 degrees. There we go. That's a little bit better for 6 a.m. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That'll be our 6 a.m. Oh, you want to know what the song list is? It's actually yeah, I don't have that up for the nodes, but it's the Zelda 25th anniversary soundtrack. So at the moment we're playing Ballad of the Ballad of the Goddess from Skyward Sword. I'll actually see about putting in a song list node in the something later. So, okay, so that's our starting point for sunlight. So let's see, we have a lot of really weird degrees. And I'm just going to do copy and paste. And now, rotate. Wow, come on, keep going. I want to do the same thing, but plus, 360 degrees in the world space. Ah. Okay. So let's actually... Okay, so we have our numbers right here. So what we're actually going to do is make a new rotator. Actually, we could... Alright. Rotate world space. Let's do world. Add world rotation. Set relative. Set relative rotation. And this is seriously the last time I'm going to do this. So this better freaking work. Alright, so now we will warp rotators between 0 and 360. Set world rotation. Or, no. Add world rotation. Okay, so hopefully this will work. I can probably hide that now, or even delete it, because we just needed it temporarily. Now we'll bring this back up. Alright, I'm not seeing the sunlight change. Oh, probably because I'm not calling update sky. So, update sky on construction. Good boy. And then vent graph. Let's pull that a little bit forward. Update sky here. And actually, let's update that too. Because that could be half of the reason why nothing's happening. Alright. Oh. Okay. Well, it's definitely rotating. It's just doing it at the wrong speed. Okay. So we actually need to make well, let's take this current hour. Divide by, let's do that what we did in the other one. Divide by 360 and then multiply by 24. Or do we just divide by 24? Oh, okay. Get day hour. I think that's actually what we want, is day hour. Not current hour. Although current hour would, you know, be... Okay, that's wrong. Current hour should be right then. We just got to divide by, 24. There we go. Okay, that's wrong, but... Okay, did the sun just die on us or something? Oh, no, we have this other directional light in here. Let's remove that. And that's going the wrong way, so we'll have to fix that. So obviously we got some light leaks to deal with. And it's 6 a.m. again. Alright, so we've got... we've got the sun, and it now changes dynamically, so that's good. So let's see. Okay. Well, we should now be able to go with override time. Okay, it looks like we need to set override time to be 1/24th speed as well. Okay, that's wrong. Oh, is it because we have it set to... Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's the problem there. So we need to come back to override time and actually set it to, 0 to 24. Because otherwise it offsets everything by the 6 hours. So, if we come back in here, yeah, there we go. So, 0 is actually equal to 6. So let's actually put that here in the tooltip comments. 0 equals 6 a.m. So now if we come here and take a look, 0 equals 6 a.m. And that seems to be on the wrong side. Or it's moving... Well, at least it's updating. That's, an improvement. But it's, rotating in the wrong direction and it goes over there. And then... Okay, so we've got a little bit of work on the material to do. Or we're rotating the sun wrong. No, the sun's rotating correctly, but it's in the wrong spot in the sky. So, let's head back into the Sky Day material. And here's where all this stuff is. So we could actually be putting this in wrong. So let's give that a quick look. Back into the Sky Dome mesh. Update NPC. Here we are. Huh. So let's see. Let's do yaw, pitch, and roll. In that order. Okay, so I do not... Oh, he's way down there. And he's going over there. Okay. I'm all confused on how this works now. So, okay. Let's try pitch into R. That's not doing anything. So we're going to try it into B. Oh, it disappeared. It went right overhead. Okay, so it goes somewhere. Alright. So, okay, let's just not deal with pitch. Let's try yaw into red. Alright, that does jack. Yaw into... Alright, that went somewhere. Oh, went over that way. Which is, wrong. It shouldn't be in the south, but let's see how it moves. It doesn't. I have a feeling yaw is not going to be useful at all. Alright, so yaw is useless. Let's do roll into R. Alright, where'd it go? Okay, it just seems to be jumping, so... Okay. I officially don't know how to do this. I guess this is my last chance? Pretty straightforward, but apparently not. I have no idea where... Oh, there it is. Oh. There. There's a curl. What the hell? And then, boom, gone. Oh, just jump straight south. No, it needs to be freaking over there. So, alright, let's see. Let's see how the pros do this. Alright, so Unreal NPC Sun. Real? No, try Unreal. Changing sun position. Updating sun position using mouse reel! I have never discovered why that blueprint is so stubborn. Okay, let's see. Sun material. Unreal. How to draw the sun on a material. Oh. Sun vector. Input vector, yeah, that's alright. This might actually have something more of what we need. Okay, that's just a little freaky of a sun, but I'm not going to judge. And here I am doing, you know, other stuff. In the Skybox image, there's a image vector 3V slot. Now drawing a sun on a material. Sun direction, light direction. Alright, so let's check out this page real quick. Well, alright. Unreal material direction. Get sun to directional, follow a directional light. Ah, come on. There are times I love no script and times where it's just a jerk. Update sun direction. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Direction to rotation and material. Here, this is probably the one. And there's no answer. Yay. How do I change the sun's position? Well, I guess this might actually tell me something. New event begin play. Okay, sun rotation. Okay, so... rotation value? What's the amount doing? Okay, right now this is doing nothing different. Oh, no, it's changing which one gets rotated. That doesn't change. That does a set change. You know, screw this. I actually have a version that's working in my other game engine. So I'm going to load that up. And I'll figure out what's going on. So, MMO project to the rescue. Alrighty. So I now have this up on my other monitor. It says I know this material works. Alright. Sun position from environmental protection. From environment. Let me check the sky dome. Alright. Get parameter. Alright. So that's updating the lights. Where does the, okay, update variables. Update sun color, no. Update sun. Update lights. Okay, so update fog, update post-processing. Oh, maybe this is it? Oh, yeah, this would be it. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Okay, that makes things a lot clearer. So, what we were doing wrong here is rather than going from break to make, we need to go from this to get forward vector. And then that gets translated into that. So now, If we save that. Ah, there it is. Yeah. That actually is updating correctly. That seems to be matching quite well. Perfect. We'll turn off override time. Awesome. So, we got that figured out. So, in the end, we just needed this for the update vectors. We have this, we grab the sunlight, we get the world rotation, which is what we need. We get the forward vector, and then we convert that into a linear color that is applied to the scalar, to the material collection parameter. Or material parameter collection. So, we only got one thing wrong with that. Alright, so next up, let's go back to the update sky, because now we need to get it that we need to figure out some time frame data. So, let's see. We already have the sun rotating correctly. So now we need to get... Let's see. Actually, we could use this right here to... let's see, break this. Into Y. And then this gets mapped. Actually, yeah. Map range clamped. So 0 to 180. And then we're going to do this again. Input value. Only this time we're going to go 180 to 360. And we'll actually reverse that. So what's this doing is basically saying, okay, if it's day, this is true. So we can actually, mark these up. Let's there. Day angles. Night angles. And we'll pin these just so, we can see. So this is basically a quick and easy way to lerp day to night. I mean, in reality, we should probably do this a lot more complexly. In fact, let's... Well, we know 0 to 360 is one single day. So what we need to do is... we can set the daylights. Map clamped range. No, at that point it needs to be... Okay, so... starting at about 175 degrees and ending around, let's say, 195. We'll go from an intensity of 10 down to 0. So what is this used for? This is used for setting the daylight intensity, the sunlight. So we'll come back over here, set intensity. Let's see. We could actually do another one of these. Because here we're going to want to end this at 360, but start it at like, you know, let's say 350. And let's add these together. Nope. Add. So, if I did this right, they should never overlap. And now we can remove that. And if it works, we can actually update the skylight the same way. So let's move this off screen. Oh. Alright. Nice bright sunshine. And we can see the moon. Yeah, we lose light completely. But then how does it look in the morning? Well, that's not bad. Let's override time for a little bit. Okay. See, it's, you know, it's probably too bright for too long. And the sun's right there when it comes up, so we need it to be like right there. So let's actually change this down to like, you know, 325. And we'll max it out at 350. Actually, we'll do 355. But this is probably too far, so let's do 185. Okay, we're not getting any sunlight from there. That's good. Oh, actually, it looks like we are getting some sunlight. Yeah, right there, we're starting to get a little sun. So maybe we'll take this up to 335 degrees. Yeah, sun's right there. And right there, we're starting to get some sun. So yeah, that's a good spot. And by the time we get here at 6 a.m., full sunlight. Let's see how the evening sun looks. We'll come up here to the moon. Okay, so right there we'll have lost all time, all sunlight. That seems fair. So this would be when, you know, the day is shifting from day to night. So I think this works. So we got the sunlight to shift. We may play with I may play with these numbers, but you know, this is basically how we're gonna do this. And now we can do this again. Haha! Only this time, it's for the skylight. And the intensity will go from 1 to point. Let's just do 0.01. We don't need that, and we can set that, and that gets plugged into that. Alright, so let's run this through real quickly. Okay, so that's with absolutely no light, and the skylight is way too dim. Let's we're gonna put this to 0.1. Okay, that gives us a little bit of light, and when we adjust the sky, that's going to go a little darker, so that's actually probably pretty decent. So we're going to save everything. Okay, so where's my sun and stars? Oh. You know, I'm tired of that being an issue, and I don't want it to, you know, show up. So, on gameplay, before anything else happens, we'll unset that. Now, hopefully this will only take while we're when we play. So we set that there, play, good, and it's still set, good. So if I have this, you know, if I have the time override set, and you know I have it set at, you know, well, it looks like really close to midnight right now, I can hit play, and we'll still get the daylight shift. So we can still do gameplay testing. So even if I completely forget to uncheck that right before the game gets sent out, it'll still be good. All right. So that's awesome. Oh, third day. Gotta get out of here. Alright, so we got that dealt with. So that's a good. That's good. So now we want to start putting in probably an environmental or scalar material. We'll just call this isDay. Default value 1. So yes. And now what we'll do is we'll come back into the sky dome, go back into our update sky, go back into this. We're actually going to make a brand new one. Actually, we're going to do both of these, so. The value here, however, is going to be 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. And actually, let's, oh, that's right. Make literal image. Or, no. Make float. Actually, no, I only need 2. Actually, no, I need 4. Okay, so this is going to be 175. This is 185. This is 335. And this is 355. So why did I just do that? Science. Actually, I could probably just make these variables. And making them literal sign. No, I'm going to make them variables. Okay, so this is end of day. Of day start. No, end of day. 175. Alright. Duplicate. End of start day end. And this is 185. This way, I only have to set these numbers once, and yet all of them will get changed. Plus, it's a variable, so if I need to, I can actually, come out here later and expose it. Right now, we're just doing a local variable. Because I don't see a reason to make it anything more than local. Duplicate. End of night start. And this needs to be 335. Nobody likes to see sausages get made. Not even the pigs. This is 355. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we can actually set the set scalar parameter. Environment is day. Now it's just easy to set it here. But now we can use that to change the material a lot easier. So with those two set, we can actually come in here to the sky day. We can actually do an alert, theoretically. Sky dome material. There we are. So actually, let's come back in here and make a new material function called Sky Night. So there's a lot we need to do in here, but let's just start with the simple stuff. Let's open up Sky Day. Is it on somewhere else? Oh, yeah, it's back over there. And we'll just copy this for right now. And we'll just output that. Hello, Ezra. I'll actually go a little bluer with this. Well, I could put a little bit of purple in here. We need to get this like almost black because sRGB is actually pretty bright. We are recreating the Majora's Mask video game. Right now we're working on rebuilding this the Sky Dome material. Material, let's see, scalar parameter, no, collection parameter, there we are, is day, yeah, I hope it is. I mean, you know, right now we've actually got the town going pretty well. And, you know, unlike the old game, this one's actually one continuous level. But, you know, that's only the town. We're not doing outside, at least not yet. I just wanted to get the town to a point where we could actually get most of the game code ready to go, and then work on going outside. If you go outside, it's just nothing. But right now, we're working on getting the sky to shift during the day-night system. All right, so I need to take Sky Night. We're going to alert between the two. Set that to emissive. And... okay, that might work. Okay, that's not updating. Why is that not updating? Oh, because we don't have a value going to it. And actually, let's we'll clean it up a little bit. Okay. Alright, that's still not updating. Unless... Well, let's see. This should be updating. Is day. Well, let's try reversing these. Actually, let's just set these to... I'll set this to a parameter, just so I can, you know, test it out. So 0 looks like that, and... Okay, yeah. So we have our parameter backwards. So we'll come back out in here and just flip these around. Actually, no. We'll come here and flip these around. So when it's 1, it should be the day. When it's 0, it should be night. So that is how it should be. Alright, let's do a test run. Hey, it actually updates. Awesome. Well, we got the sun moving in the right direction. Alrighty. And the sky darkened. We still got a little bit of light in there, so that's good. I love how the eyes are just... I have the eyes glowing, so they're just... You see them even in the darkness. Okay. Well, looks like we got that part done. Let's save everything. And, alright, so now we need to actually go back into the night texture. Because now that we have this, we need to actually add, you know, stars or something to it. So actually, let's take a quick look. I think I have some really good stars from another project. Textures. Yeah, that'll work. That's a pretty huge, you know, texture. But that's actually, you know, a really nice one. Oh well. So I'll just save that as a target file. Take it to our Zelda game project. Majora's Mask, interface, no, textures, no. Because actually textures is a collection. We actually want real textures. Now we'll just save it right there. So meanwhile, we can just, you know, right in here, drop in that texture. And there it is. The stars. So let's go into Sky Night. And let's add a texture sample. Texture sample. There we go. Or no, just texture. Scene texture? No. I want, screw it. Just drag and drop it in. Oh, it is texture sample. Okay. Don't remember text being in there, but... So let's add a UV coordinate to that. And then we'll add the two together. Because the stars will always look great over, you know, whatever backdrop we have. And as we can look here, they actually look pretty decent. Although I'm looking at it, I think we might want to actually decrease the horizon fall off a bit. Alright, let's... No, that's not bad. I think we might actually want to increase the tiling here. So let's do that too. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, I can live with this. Okay. And let's see, I think there's something else I need to do. Oh yeah, skylight. Captured scene. There's a button or something that lets you update the captured scene. Well, I think it's just a function. So let's save all our maps, come back into here, and actually have it update. So, recapture sky. Now, in truth, I'm actually going to want to put this someplace else, or put in a function to capture it, because you know, right now, look, it just recaptured the sky, and it's a little dark. So this was actually one of the things I was talking about earlier, was we may want to adjust the settings. So actually I'm going to give this a quick shot. Alright, I just set it so the skylight is at 1. And it is probably still too dark. I mean, it looks awesome. But one thing we're going to suffer through is there's a bit of performance loss. Frame rate is noticeably different, but that's because every frame it's trying to update the lighting for the scene. So yeah, that's a thing where we're going to have it just update it once every like in-game minute or something like that. So the way we have it going right now is bad. But while this is going, we want to actually try and fix some settings. So let's see. I don't know. Let's try putting this to 2. I'm not opposed to this. And this is daylight, and at night, it's this. This is not abhorrent. This is actually kind of nice. Most of the stuff is visible, but we'll still, if we have, lights, we'll still have a decent amount of... Actually, yeah, I think that is too much now that I think about it. I'm going to take this down to 1.5. Alright, so with a light, without any lights, it looks like this. This is livable. And we add a point light. We increase its intensity. Yeah. Okay, this will definitely do. So 1.5, we actually go brighter with the sky during the night. So, alright, so... So, oh, sorry. So I'm going to take out the recapture scene node. It'll recompile. And now, I'm actually going to go to the event graph, create a new event, and call this recapture the sky. I'll give it to the skylight. Let's see. Won't ever need that. Okay, so let's go back to our game blueprint. And we have the set new day functionality in here. We probably need another set today, set time day, and another one set time night. And actually, most these could probably both go into. Oh, I'm thinking of a different function, aren't I? Yeah. Oh well. So increase time. Alrighty. Here we have total hours. So after that, we'll do a branch. Branch if current hour is greater than 12 So by this method, it's actually saying if it's, you know, the nighttime. At least it should be saying nighttime. So if it's nighttime, call nighttime. But the reason I haven't hooked this up is we want to do something else. If it's greater than... Actually, no. I got these backwards. Hey! Thanks, GamerStop! So, let's see. If greater than 12... Yeah, that's correct. But we also want it if it's less than 24. I think this is right. Actually, it doesn't really matter. It just has to be greater than 12. So if it's greater than 12, then call nighttime. Call it nighttime, else call daytime. So we now have functionality to switch from day to night. So hopefully this is right. So we can actually come in here and do game mode. Set to night. Bind. We'll bind that event. Actually, no. I mean, we'll definitely have to do that later, but... And we also need to bind another event. Bind time day. Default. Bind event time day. And theoretically, you don't even need, set time day because, we already have, set new day, and we can just have one run into the other. So actually, let's just get rid of that. So we'll bind new day. I think we can set both of them to... Okay, so why was I able to choose this one, but not this one? Delegate not compatible with delegate by ref? The Frog. Day. Copy signatures from. Yeah. Could not find. Okay. So let me delete it. Alrighty. And actually, we should probably be doing this on the other side. Bind. Bind. Event new day. Yeah, event new day. Okay, so yeah, it's because this thing has a day number to it that I couldn't do that. So, new day. Recapture. Recapture this guy. And actually, I'm going to disconnect that and go add new event, new night. And I'll tell this to just recapture. So we're only going to recapture twice a day. Once in the morning and once at night. So let's, yeah, that worked. Okay. We'll do a quick, alright. Alright, so that's not going to work during, time override, but in-game, yeah, recaptured. Yeah, seems good to me. It's a little jerky. In truth, we could probably, do an event new hour. But, you know. Or we could do something really crazy. And in here, yeah, let's do that. Okay. Variable. Last hour. Compile it, set it to 0. We'll get rid of these two. Actually, no, we need to keep new night, new day. But for other reasons. So, let's see. So, event tick. Update. We're going to do a new function. Update local time. So what this is going to do... Ah, no, I want to get, not set. Get current hour. And, let's see. Floor. And we'll set this to integer. And do a branch, or equals. So, if last hour equals the current hour, then do nothing. If it does not equal it, set last hour to that and call recapture the sky. So this will make it that it will update the sky every hour rather than every, minute. And by hour, I mean, every time that little tiny thing circles around. So let's see. Double check the event graph of the Sky Dome. Okay. Yeah, gameplay's a little bit better. That should be okay. Why didn't anything happen? Alright, I'm going to debug local time. Oh. Nothing happened because I forgot to put, set local time. Or set... Forgot to put this into the event tick. No wonder performance was so much better. Okay, yeah, we're seeing a bit of a jump here, but... It'd be nice if I could find a way to smooth that out even more. I mean, I could probably do it 1/24th that. Or any sort of number divisible by that. So I can actually do that, 1/60th the time. So let's actually, go back and set this to a float. Yes, change variable time. Yes, I know that causes problems. So, equals... Actually, no. If last hour Huh. Current hour. Oh. Okay, so we want this. It needs to be fractional, so that's the hard part. If current hour is greater than or equal to last hour plus, and let's see, 1/10. So every 6 seconds of game time. No. Let's make it every, every 15 seconds of game time. So, if the current hour is less than or equal to 15 seconds of game time, set it to the current hour. Okay. Now this will probably be smoother. I mean, it's still doing it 4 times a rotation. Well, that transition was actually pretty nice. Now, even though it's a low frame rate here, in fact, let me see if I can't. There should be a way to put frame rate on the screen. Yeah, show frames per second. Right now, we're doing pretty well. Let's do play. Now you see that we're kind of fighting 30 frames a second, but the only high-res thing is this character in here. That's because we're capturing 4 times a rotation. If we were to come back into the game mode and set the master time back to where it should be. Oh, this needs to be 30. This needs to be 30. And this needs to be 1. So that means 1 hour every 30 seconds. So now if we do this, okay, apparently it's still the same. I'm going to try something real quick. Going to disable the recapture the sky node. Yeah, just disabling that. Yeah, we're in the 70s. So, is this just capturing a lot? Yeah, this is, Okay, so somehow we screwed up. Alright, so if current hour don't really see the difference between those two, but Okay, so now we have the difference between between the last hour and the between the current hour and what should be the last hour. So if this I suppose I could take this and try and compare it to 25, 50, and 75. Okay, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here right now. Let's just disconnect all of this. So this is the way it was running. It was capturing way too much. So actually, now that I think about it, this is actually pretty close to what we want. But instead of setting it to the current hour, we're going to set this to last hour plus 0.25. Oh, wait, is that what the problem is? Oh, let me check and see how this works. No, it's still popping out. So let's try this. Let's divide this by 24. Okay, it's still... Okay. I think the problem is we did it to false and it needs to be set to true. If current hour... Yeah, we had it backwards before, so that was probably the problem. Yeah, we're still pretty high. Okay, there was a bit of a jump there. So... yeah, let's take this down to 0.1. So every 6 seconds or so. Still a jump. Alright, well, maybe we can look up something. Let's see. Unreal Sky Light Recapture. Because we don't want to do this every day, every moment. Yeah. Very costly. Alright, best solution for dynamic sky with skylight. Yes. Of course you're thanking me for logging in. Okay. Don't run any calculations unless Skylight Actor is present. Every n in-game minutes. Update Skylight. Current minute. Last Skylight capture. Delay. Zor. Yeah, that's just a dynamic version of what we have set up, basically. Oh, and I just noticed. Forgot to set last hour on our one. Okay, that's actually looking pretty good. So I think what we need to do is... Yeah, here we are. Event begin play. Oh wait, this is the wrong thing. Skydome, here we are. Event begin play. Yes, that's all important. But, you know, so is this. Okay, so this may be, you know, half the problem. Okay, it just recaptured it, and now it just recaptured again. So, okay, so that wasn't the problem. Alright, so what if we, I don't know, 0.01. Alright, 0.1 seems to work fine. But for some reason, you know what? We should update the sky, then do the recapture. So let's actually come over here and let's make a new function. New event. Update the sky. So this is all stuff that we're going to need up here. So event, update the sky. Now come over here, update the sky. And then recapture. So we're updating the sky, then we're going to recapture as soon as we start the gameplay. So this should actually... Yeah, it's nice and warm and it's not jumpy. Yeah, that seemed to... Yeah, that's good. And every 6 seconds it recaptures the scene. So we could probably actually set this back down to... okay, yeah, I'm going to set this back down to every 15 in-game seconds. Well, every quarter of an in-game hour. Yeah, that works. I'm good with that. That's going to be slow enough that nobody's going to notice. So, let's change this back up. 12 every 10 seconds. Now we're going to need the second one when we start being able to play with time. So that's why it's in there. Okay, so back here, we can see it update. And heck, even quarter of a second, it's, you know, Yeah, it's not pretty, but you really see the jumps, but you're not going to notice that when we get into the other stuff. Okay, the sky didn't update. Well, the sky updated, but the... Alright, so... Well, it says update local time. And if it sets that, it does recapture the sky. Let's put this back down to point 1. So every 1/6. Yeah, that definitely lowers our frame rate. But you know, yeah, that is a little smoother. But you know what? You know, as soon as we get to the full-time one, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, we've switched to day 2. Got the moon coming nearer. And it doesn't update day 2. Interesting. What about day 3? No, it does not. So something's going on with that. So I think we're okay with that. Update the sky. Ah, current hour. Well, here's the thing. This is being used to rotate all the lights, and they seem to be working just fine. Difference being when these are being shoved into a parameter. And that's changing the sky, but it's not. Alright, so let's see. Update the sky, update local time, update sky, update EMC. Actually, let's put this at the after those two. We can put the moon last. That's not a problem. Is it, Mr. Moon? Brrr. So let's see how this works now. Alright, that updated just fine. That updated just fine. And that did not. Okay. I'm going to watch last hour. Oh. Okay, so the problem is in here. Last hour, when it hits 24, or just about to hit 24, it goes, no, what's going on? The last time I saw anything was on hour 24. So what we need to do here is actually on new day. We're actually going to use this. Set last hour to 0. So whenever a new day happens, last hour gets set to 0. So hopefully this will fix that. And this kind of debugging is why we have this set up to traverse time so fast. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to check local time. Hey, it worked. Yep, we just had to reset local time to 0. Alright. Oh, 4th day. Moon's about to crash. No one will survive! Alright. Alright, construction script. Recapture this guy after updating. So update this guy, then recapture this guy. Alright, so that'll look better when we are actually working with it. So if we come here, we can, you know, adjusting this. Alright, I'm going to turn off recapture the sky on that. For the simple reason that, you know, don't need it. And actually I can add a button in here. So yeah, we're going to add a variable. Refresh. Gonna make it public. Make it a Boolean. And then let's see, what was it? I got compile. And then there used to be a way where I could just go add events. Define properties. Config variable. No. Save game? No. Expose on spawn. Private. Expose category. Replication. Rep notify. I think I need to keep it on rep notify for that to work. At any rate, refresh. Oh, no. Refresh the sky. Oh yeah, recapture. Refresh. Alright, and set refresh to not. Update the sky. So if we absolutely need it, I could just hit the, well, yeah. That used to have an event kind of thing. Event. 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 Bind. Input. There used to be a way of doing stuff like this. I mean, I thought I even did it, but can't seem to remember how. Oh well. We'll disable that just there for now. I'll leave it available for later. We can probably come back and, try and get it to work. But yeah, it was one of those things where I got it. I got it. So, branch. Refresh. So if refresh is true, and this is on the construction script, if it's true, recapture the sky, and then set refresh, or let's just go refresh. Set refresh undone. There we go. That's how you do it. So now I can just go boom, and it'll refresh it for the construction script, but I can still do all that. So that's going to be very useful later. Let's set to 6, so it's basically noon. At least it should be noon. I don't think that's noon. So we might have to do some adjustment to try and get that to noon. It's almost like we need to slow it down and then speed it up around the middle of the day. It doesn't actually have to do a 360. So yeah, let's play with that a little. I can turn that away. Turn that away. Don't need this. That's the moon. Update the sky. We'll close those. Alright, so set the skylight. Rather than doing 0 to 360, we will do, let's say 0 to... Well, except the 360 is how we do all that. If I change that, suddenly the pitch will adjust. Well, let's try doing this. Let's just reduce that. There we go. That's kind of noonish. So how does that actually look over here? Okay, you know what? Let's lower this number. The start day. Or increase it, I think. I forget which one it has to be. Oh, actually, this is the wrong number. That's adjusting this one over here. So, yeah, that one needs to start a little sooner. So we'll do go back to 175. Actually, let's take this down to 170. And let's increase it to 13 hours. So at about, about 9 works. So that at 9. Let's do 172. And by 9:30, it's completely gone. One, 12. 12.2, 12.3, 12.4, 185, compile, 12.3, let's take that up to 190, 12.5. So at 330, let's go 185, see what that does. 186, 187, 188. Yeah, that at 9:30. That at 9. And 11.5. So at 6, that's about there. Or at about, yeah, about 8:30. So we can actually probably increase or decrease this. Let's do 168. Why 168? I don't know. But at 830, it's starting to look pretty good. Let's try 150 just to see how far that goes. Okay, that's probably a little too far. This is 8 p.m. That could probably be decent. Yeah. End of day. Right there. So that's 9 p.m. Let's update. So this would be 9 p.m. This is when the end of the day is. I kind of want that to... It's like I want to graph this and then warp it. Maybe that's not a terrible idea. I don't know, can't we do graphs with that? Anyways, I think that's a good, that's good for 9. Let's come over here and double check, morning. Night needs the end at, well, let's see if, well, I think it's going to be... if I set this to 380, what does it do? Well, it looks better, at the other end. Which means I need to... I don't need the frames per second on at the moment. I really like that, but in order to get that at the beginning, I need to put a new clamp that covers that. So, oh, this is a pain. So you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this and actually make a macro of all that. And I think that I can do a collapse to macro. Okay, so map range is what we'll call this. Map rotation. So this needs to be input value. And then we have out, max, and out min. So let's actually, min, max, make sure that's a float. Return value, we could probably just leave that at that. So, the minimum and the maximum. So we'll delete these. Come on, delete. Alright. Make literal. floats. This is what I was wanting to do earlier, but I think this is, you know, probably what should have happened. So now I need to come back out here and get these numbers. So 150 for end start of day. $188 for end of day. So 188. $335. And I think this was the test we were doing is 380. So that, and that. So what I need to do now is actually add another grouping of this. That does basically the same thing, except does, continues this from, the 380 on. So negatives in this case. And actually, since we're doing it this way, we can probably just put these numbers just directly back in this way. We don't have to have it span, 5 groups anymore. So here we will actually do some negative values. Well, what is effectively negative values. So 0 to 30, which is what we currently have. Actually, no, it's 20. Oh, and now I got to find a way of getting min to max to meet these guys. But that's the nice part, is I can just do that. We'll compile. So this is 0 and 10. This one is 1 to 1.5. And this one is 1 to 0. Or maybe I should put 0 to 1. No, it's 1, because we're setting is day, so. So now this will make it actually a little easier to change them. So if we need to come in here and, change up all the values, we can, without, screwing everything up. Or having to do it 5 times. Alright, so compile that. Save. And as we can see here, there is a bit of a difference, not much. Oh, and that went black. So maybe I did put is day backwards. Okay, so whatever I did seemed to screw up. Well, it's importing that range, so no, it looks like everything's right. Okay, if I take this out. Okay. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, that's the nighttime. So why is it all so bright? Maybe it has something to do with this. I might have gotten these mixed up. So minimum to maximum. Alright, that's better. At least the light's not, you know, super bright on it anymore. Although I think there's something wrong with that. So, I probably need to reconsider all this. And it's 12:45. All right. Let's do this. The numbers are in degrees. Maybe I gotta put this to 360. Okay, that should look like that. Or this should look like that. Either way, the sky is messed up with that. So if I disconnect that, how does that look? Well, that looks accurate. Until you get to night. Alright, there we go. I had the min and the max backwards. So now if I come back in, add these. Okay. All right, well, we're definitely closer. I need to figure out why the stars are looking like that. You know what it might be? No, I was just thinking, well, it might be that we need to clamp this, and, you know, that does make sense. Especially since we're doing adding. So, clamp. Minimum? Maximum. So, even in a worst case scenario, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So 380 degrees. So 6 a.m. should look more like that. So we do negative 20 there. Let's try 40. Nope. So we cannot get this to look like that. Maybe what we need to do is minus this from that. Or maybe I'm getting these values backwards. No. The maximum. Okay. This is trying to go to here, which is the max. That's the output. Alright, so yeah, there. So we need to go min to max. So that was a problem. At least it should be. Okay, so not even this was looking right anymore. Now. Huh. So when I reverse them on the top one, so I reverse them on here, it looks like that at 24, but not at 0. So obviously there's something weird going on there. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to try something silly. I'm going to take the clamp range here. I'm going to put that to 40. And I'm going to make that the input over here. So max is only going to there and there. So maybe this will work. Hey! So let's put this to negative 20. Okay. So we're starting to get this to work. So if we set this to 20, and let's see, that's 335. So I gotta do some math here real quick. So if we do this to negative 25, which should be that, this should look the same on both ends. Yep. But it still doesn't quite look right. Let's do... okay, that's 80. That's, 80 degrees more. So, at 7 o'clock... it should not be like that. Okay, I'm going to pump this down back to 60. Close. Let's go 40. Yeah, that's a good 7 a.m. And that's a nice 6 a.m. So now we got to get this to match up. we'll just make that the input range. So hopefully this should... No? Alright, if that didn't work, nothing would. I tried setting the max range to 900. So, maximum should only be going to these. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this should be going there. Of course, that really only affects, you know, right around here. Well, actually, right around here. So yeah, there's something wrong going there. So we'll set that to the maximum. And that has to be set to minimum. And what's going on here? Oh, I should probably switch this back to 360. Alrighty. I have majorly screwed something up now. Alright, so... Okay, so whatever is going on with that first variable is majorly screwing up everything. So we need to find a way to merge these three in a way that lets us create a graph, I guess. Yeah. Be able to say, okay, this is this time, and this is this time. And we want to be at here at this point, here at that point, and here at that point. It's like we need to be able to... It's like I need to... Alright, let's see what we can do. Graph. Create graph instance. Yeah, we're kind of... what about curve? Evaluate curve table row. The in XY and the out XY. Row found, row not found. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to move these down here for now. Lerp. Huh, that might give me enough information. Alright, we just need a basic lerp, I guess. So. Minus 90. That should get us straight down. Because that way we can actually have everything we need just in a very simple little bit. Alright, 360. So this should give us basically from 0 to 1. Well, it will go from 0 to 1, but the center point will be at the very bottom of the screen. Be at, basically straight down. So from here, actually, if we put that as the end point, and then do the conversions, minus 90 on each of these, or just say screw it, let's do new ones. Screw it, let's do new ones. And actually, we just do that. And by switching this up, we don't need as many nodes here. And we'll still do a min-max over here. A clamp. The clamps! Give them the clamps! Alright, so. Oh, there it is. Just trying to find it. Okay, that should be... Okay, I think what we need to do probably do this, negative 90 to 360 minus 90, which is 270. Okay. Alright, so now we can start adjusting our values, because now it starts down right there. So we actually want... well, let's subtract just... I'm going to subtract 90 from all our numbers. So, 150 minus 90 is 60. This next number will be 98. Compile that. Okay. So this will be 6 a.m. And actually, you know, back in here, I'm going to do seed time -6. That way, things just kind of match up a little better. So at 6, we should... Well, we should have nothing in here, but, you know... Okay, I'm just going to start kind of fresh over here. And let's... I'm going to remove the clamp temporarily. So, at 0, we should have nothing. There should be... There we go. Alright, so minimum needs to be in and out maximums. So right there. Maximums needs to be the 2 middle ones. And this we'll set to 60 and then about 75. So, but well, actually no, this needs to be closer to 95. And we'll actually set this up till 70. Okay, that's not right. We shouldn't do anything until about here. Do I need to do a -90 on this? Let's do this. Do a print. So I'm going to come in here. Do a print of what our value there is. So as we change this, we should see. Okay, why are we not seeing it? Ah! Right now. There. Oh, there, it's actually there. Okay. So that's all accurate. Except that these numbers aren't working right. Okay, so that means... Oh, okay. So that's the problem. This is a negative. We need to be -30 to about 10. Or maybe 15. And yet that's still not doing anything. Oh, probably because the other is so low. Let's take this up to 200 and 270. Actually, no, let's take it up to 180 and 190. Okay, so that. Okay. Still nothing? Oh, this is pissing me off. Maybe this was the problem. No. Well, that's keeping the day correct. Okay, so let's actually do a print string of C time. I'll bypass the degrees, which is actually probably a little bit more useful at some point. Okay, so what does C time give us? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's all right. So that's correct. So C time is correctly lerping between negative 90 degrees and 270. Which is being added to our world light, which is correct. But then, when it gets added to our map rotation value, nothing is happening. Or maybe, you know, I just got some values mixed up again. Hey, there we go. Okay, so yeah. Here's what went wrong. You know, nothing in here went wrong. Right here, I had these values backwards. Because it has to be 1 for minimum for is day, and 0 for the other one. So, now we can actually go, oh yeah, there it is. Now we just have to adjust these numbers. So, what happens if I just put 0 to 15 degrees? Okay, that is 6 a.m. That is not 6 a.m. Let's do negative 20. Negative 10. Negative 50 for the start range. Is this doing the right numbers? Because that could be something else going on. Alright, in range 0. So basically any number other than 6.0. Alright, so what's going on here? Well, at least it's, you know, mostly working. So let's see, 6 a.m. and at 20. Okay. Huh. You get your butt back up here. That's too late for you to be down there. Okay, so if I adjust the lerp factors, I can actually get a more accurate cycle, but it also means days are going to be a little weird. Yeah, we're going to do 240 for 8 o'clock. Actually, no, we need 9 o'clock, so that's 21. Which is 6 plus 12, so... Wait, that's not right. 18. Six plus 12 is 18, yes. So that's... Oh, that's 6 o'clock. Duh. 8 o'clock. Well, I think it's 9 o'clock that the thing cycles. Or is it 6 to 6? I don't remember. 6 a.m.? Nope, it's 6 to 6. So they do equilateral. So this has to be 18. Yeah, that's not far enough. Yeah, that's a good, spot. Not much. Trying to figure out what these numbers need to be. This is, supposed to be 6 p.m., which is when the sun sets in this world. So I gotta get all these numbers to match up, so that they actually go to sleep at the right times. How's things up with you, Dim Dipk? Or Dim Dimk? How about Dim? I'll just call you Dim. Or Dim. I don't know. I'll decide later. So let's see. Let's try 200. Nope. Ah, there we go. Actually change. Yay. Okay, I don't appreciate that that's just going straight to those. Huh. now that's working right. But for some reason, it's not warping between on and off. So yeah, there's some sort of issue here. I will find it out. No. It's going from the minimum to the maximum. And then from the maximum to the minimum. And so we need to actually change up our day-night thing. Save that. And I think our material's probably broken now. See, it should be none. Now it should be true. If I bypass the clamp, okay, I'm going to pop over to the Skydo material. Now the material. You worthless buffoon. Let's try flipping these. Okay, it's like the environmental parameter that we're setting isn't being set to anything other than the maximum. Alright, so we'll do a 1 minus. And that should solve that. Although frankly we could do a 1 minus in the other software and it would probably be better. Alright. Alright, it is noon in map time. So the sun should be right there, but we're not having any luck with that. Okay, so let's take another look at this. These should be degrees, which is what's being put into here. Everything from -0 or -90 to 270 or so. This should be the minimum number, the number that is the lowest. Minimum should also be that number, because we want the day to happen in between. Day is maximum. And we want the clamp to show that. So this should work, but it's not. Alright, let's do a print string. And see what's being output by map rotation for the isDay parameter. 1. Alright, so let's check all of these. Because if there's a problem, we need to know what it is. Alright, so that's not changing. So what about our roll? Is that changing? No, roll is changing. But what we're getting out of the map rotation is not. Okay, I'm going to remove clamped. Okay, what the hell was that? That is just weird. We're getting, you know... So we're actually getting data from like midnight to... well, about an hour of midnight. Okay, so that's just weird. The value is going in. Yeah, it's going in. So let's try this. We'll move these out of the way and do a map ranged. How about we just do a warp? No, let's do this. Map range unclamped. Ooh, can we just convert these? No. No, we cannot. So we'll do unclamped. 0 to 30. So min and max. Disconnect those. Connect these. Value. Min down here. Max right here. 170. 185. Okay, so let's see if it's that clamping issue. Oh, that's an issue. Well, it could be the clamping. But it looks like, you know, for some reason, our in and out is actually being multiplied somehow. Okay. I'm going to try this. I'm taking our old clamped, 0 to 30, and just outputting that. Nothing else. Okay. So that actually is doing something. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is add them together and then divide. Oh, no. Divide it by 2. I doubt this will work, but you never know. Well, it actually looks like it kind of works. So let's see if we can't adjust some of these times. So negative 90 to 90 for one of them. Okay, I think we need to do a 1 minus on our material for the NPC. There we go. Alright, so back into here. Let's do a negative 30 degrees to about 20. So we got a good 50 degrees there. that at the very top it should be, you know, 1.0 is right here. That's day. But then down here, that should be 0, not 0.5. Let's try this. Well, that's 0. Now it's maxed out at 0.5. So let's take away that divide by 2. Well, what? It just went to... it's like... Maybe I need to switch this from a macro to a function. Problem is, all we need is the data from it, but it's... Okay, so... Well, I can actually add a thing in here, but we need to do like an if or an or. That requires functionality, and I want to avoid that if possible. Sometimes you just gotta inspire yourself with the music. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add a new exec function here. Call it space. And move it up to the top. And outputs will have a new one called double space. So now we can actually do functions in here. So let's do a branch. Come on. Branch. So, let's see. No, we need to do this as a function because I need a local setting. So, we'll just delete all this. And do a new function. Call it map rotation like it was before. Now we'll add our inputs. Floaties. Value, min, max. Local variable, outval, float. Map range clamped. So we want to go from our minimum to our maximum on this one. so this is morning. Evening. Now on evening, we actually want to go to our minimum from our maximum. And we'll set this to 180. Actually, let's see. Yeah, 80. So 170 to 190. So a good 20 there. Negative 10 to 10. So now we'll come over here and do branch. Because we want to see if alright, so if or yeah. So greater than. So if the value is no. Because what we need to do is kind of check the range. But we can check the out value. That's what it is. Okay, so undo that. No. Equals. Okay, you know what? I really need to think about this one and probably do some research. So in the meantime, Merde. Let's see. Let's try this. Zor. We need, percentage? No. I want, mod. No. Oh, maybe this is what I want. Trying to remember what modulate, the modulate thing does, but one last one. I think it's 0.1 to 1. Or is it like 0.5? We'll figure it out later. Yeah, I think it was 0.5. Okay, so that convoluted mess will get fixed later. I'm not seeing a change. Nope, that just brings us to the same issue we had before. Frankly, I'd rather do plus. Oh. No wonder nothing was updating. I couldn't see it. I was only updating that. So maybe, what we do need is the percent. The modulator. No. And it's 2s across the board. Double everything. Okay, so yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. So we tried to get that to work, but that's going to require a lot more research, I think. So I'll get into that tomorrow, and hopefully I'll show you the finished version by the stream time. Oh, something else I did. I didn't get a chance to show it to you, but this is actually a independent blueprint now. So actually we can probably, yeah, we can go in here. Let me open it up. There's our torch. I remember starting this like way back when. I just never got around to finishing it up. And let's see, how do I view it? There we go. So we have the torch body. We can, right now, in fact, I'll add in a point light. And the wind is really picking up. Compile that. And if we come back out here, we can actually see, hey, there's a light. And if this was actually, able to do nighttime again, I'd be able to show it to you. Oh well. Actually, I can probably force it into that nighttime. There you go. So as you can see, that it looks pretty good. We can adjust the color to make it look kind of fiery. And let's see, I kind of want to make it, I want blurry shadows on there. Let's see, indirect lighting helps. No. Source radius. So we'll do like about 25, because if you look over here, that's about that. And I'll bring this over here so we can see both at the same time. And we can probably get this a little oranger. Look a little bit more fire-like. We can probably increase attenuation a bit. Let's do 6500. Get that out of the way, and oh, those are lighting things up pretty well, actually. Maybe too well. I'm going to take it back down to 5000. And it's still doing too much, way too much. Oh my, yeah, that's way too big. clear, this is the edge at which the fire dies. It fades out quite a bit of ways before that. Okay, that's 2,500. I think that's actually quite good for fire. In fact, I might take it down to 2,000. Nope, more. Let's do 1,500. There we go. Sword's length? Oh, ah! Yeah, don't need that. I'll set it to 25. No. Actually, yeah. I'm going to set that to about 25. And then I'm going to rotate the damn thing. 90 degrees. That way it has a good, upwards, traveling way. Although I'm kind of upset that this isn't blurry. I'm sure there's a way to do that. I just don't know what it is right now. Let's take a look. Well, light functions. We could probably make something. We probably need to have distance field shadows on. And let's do it dynamic. That's probably best. So what we'll do later, at a later time, is actually get it that, we can turn this light on and off, and, it only shows up during night. But, just for all this is actually pretty good. So yeah, let me deselect that. So that's pretty much where we're going to save things for tonight. So, again, I kind of wished I'd been able to get a little bit more done, but I gotta figure out what's going on with that sky. As soon as I can get it to actually, traverse the sky, light up and darken at the times we want, then I can work on, getting it to color the way I want. It's gonna be a tricky day, or a tricky mission. I'll probably have to look at one of my other skies that I've done, which I have done stuff like that before. It's just, this one's a little different. It needs, certain things. It's got to start at 6 a.m. Yay! But I'll work on getting that all fixed up and ready to go. Let's see. Nope, that's about it. It's been the last day of the 12 days of giving. I honestly, we didn't get a whole bunch of donors, but we did have him, and I am very, very thankful. And half of his donation went to a charity. Snail Fetcher, thank you. That meant a lot to me, and I'm sure it'll mean a lot to the people it helps too. All right, so as always, you can donate at the link down below, and it's also in the descriptions. I should probably put that on as a link in YouTube. So I'll be doing that. I'll get those links into all the videos on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this, be sure to visit me on Twitch TV/Kjasi to watch me again. I do this every night at 10 p.m. Well, not this specifically, but I stream something every night at 10 p.m. Pacific time. Hope to see you probably tomorrow. If not, I'll see you soon. I had fun. I hope you did too. See you later. Thanks for coming on this adventure with me. Bye.